Hey, Brian here from quantlabs.net. I just wanted to say thanks a lot to a number of people that have been joining my new meetup called R MATLAB Users. We're up to about 25 members so far. It's a small group, obviously, just starting out. But there's some big plans for that, for some R-related presentations. Also, to anyone that's attended my other meetup at the Quant-Finance meetup, thanks for coming. To anyone in Toronto and other people that have joined. We're going to be doing a lot of online presentations. And most of all, I got to put out thanks to my members for joining recently as well. Without you, I can't continue doing these sort of endeavors. This is how I fund myself and to get by in life just like everybody else. Anyhow, just want to talk about the future on the modeling side. I've been doing quite a lot of digging with Garch, a bit of ARIMA, and a Markov. These are, for anybody who's not familiar with these are pretty well like forecasting techniques for, trying to work off a time series to being able to, forecast the markets and the movements of whatever that time series might represent, be it stocks or whatever market asset. There's also one that I've done on volatility as well. So there are video presentations on that. I've supplied the R source code. I know I'm going a little heavy on the membership and stuff, but as I said, that's how I fund myself. What am I going to be doing over the next couple of weeks? I'm still going to be heavily investigating different modeling forecasting techniques. I'm looking at trying to find further some better Markov models to work off of, namely in R. They're not there. I'm also trying to find PCA, principal composition analysis. I'm looking at a whole slew of other ones as well, and looks like I'll be blending some C++ with the R as well. So it's going to take a couple of weeks. At the same time, I am putting together walkthroughs of the code that I do post on my membership section. At the same time, I'll be doing both, as I said, public webinars for just different online presentations that I get pitched on, as well as some of my more private members webinars as well, to help them get a sense of private community and grow it from there. So there is some big movement coming down the pipes, but once I'm comfortable with a lot of these models or source code projects, whatever you want to call them, I'll be running them against real life market data. I mean, it's not going to be real time, but it will be as close to real time as possible. And my goal is essentially to, let's say, pick maybe the top 3 to 5 models for the forecasting and see which ones work. I've already been indicated by some of the bigger players that obviously the ones that I'm focusing on, the Garch, the RIMA, ARMA, they're not confident with them, and maybe that's true or not, and that's their own experience, I guess, but I just need to go through that process to figure that out on my own, and then obviously present that back to you guys. So that's where everything stands. But as I said, I am planning to put together 3 to 5 models for forecasting, and I'm going to be building a complete hardware, I guess call it an intranet for scaling, for parallelization. Some of the demos that I do have in the walkthroughs, especially on the Garch side, can take up to 12 seconds just for 3,000 data points. So imagine if it's 400,000, so how long would it take? So that's where the parallelization will come in to help speed that up, especially if I'm running against let's say 20, 30 daily market assets, as well as by maybe 10 models. So that will become a very important aspect as well. I'm also trying to focus on, at some point, in incorporating this new trading platform, which is a very, I'll call it low level, very primitive platform done in C++, in Linux with out-of-box connectivity to interactive brokers, as well as an internal database in MySQL, which I'm okay with after my survey that I've run on my R blog, what type of database people are using, and easily MySQL is in the lead there, so that's what I'll go with, and that's where everything sits. And for those that were going to ask about that platform, it's called tradingshim.org, and that's tradingshim.org, and I'm hoping that will help you guys out. Other than that, have a good one, and we'll talk soon through whatever means. Later.